Oh, Dale Lewis, we got a broken door handle. And I'm trying to ascertain how I want to try and fix it. I'm thinking about DevCon, I'm thinking about JB Weld, I'm thinking about super glue. It's just that there's a cavity. They cast a cavity in this thing. It's almost like they designed it to fail. I mean, I don't know why they would, as much stress is on that part right there, why they would put a big old empty cavity up in there. I mean, can you see the, here, hold on, kind of hard to, here, hold on. There. Let me get this all coordinated here. Okay, so you can see the area where it broke, the light colored area, okay, and then that shiny black spot is side of a cavity that they cast into this thing, and all right, see this area right here, this area right here is what broke, and then there's this big cavity in here, and they should have just filled that with material. I don't understand. I mean, they're trying to economize on this cheap plastic, and it's like it's designed for failure. I mean, they could have put the cavity on the other side where there's no load, if they're trying to economize on the material. So, yeah. I'm thinking about packing the cavity with JB Weld. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to JB Weld this thing, but we're going to do some work to it first. Then again, I might just want to go to sleep. And then I got to get this thing all apart so I can reinstall it. See this piece right here? I got to be able to spin this down on the shaft again. Okay, but that means it's got to be. I don't. Is this seriously? Am I really looking at this like this? So I got to get this apart before I can freaking put it back together. If I can't get this apart, because I got this thing. So where's the other end of that shaft? Hold on. What's it going to take to make that work? There's that. If I had that loose and I'm screwed in here, well, I'm glad I ain't working on doors for a living. That's definitely. Yeah. See, because taking this thing apart, you risk destroying it. And that's just no fun. You can't be destroying stuff that takes weeks to get. So, let's just lay this down for a minute. And if we put this in here, give it a little twist. Okay, hold on. Getting ready to stab myself in the leg. There we go. That wasn't so hard. Okay. So there's that out. I'm gonna screw this back on its shaft. Okay, now glue all this crap back together. Without, see, that's the thing, is we got to get epoxy in here. We got to get epoxy up in there and not get it involved in the moving parts, which are right next to each other. So, okay, there we go. We're going to use some JB Weld to make an initial attachment. And then once we get the initial attachment and it's all set up, we're going to add some beads of structural support around to repair. That's about all we can do. We just gotta be thinking about this shit. But I would also like to fill that void but access to the void is really not a option. Once we get this all stuck in there, the void is too close to anything that moves. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to make an initial attachment. We're going to let it set up. And then we're going to lay some supporting structure up in there with some JB Weld. Okay. Alright, what do we got going on here? NASCAR America, Matthew Kinney, hello, Dale Lewis. No, we're on the Geo. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, Deb 2, the concept is if it makes a pass for me, it's good. I'm ready for Sonoma, but I'm going to the track. Okay, Spotty Ditko, I'm not quite understanding that there, buddy. Matthew Kinney, hello. Oh, Dale Lewis, these cars don't exist in the junkyard very much. So far I found one, and it was just stripped bare to the bones. Brandon Gray, hello. Alright. Alright, Trevor, very good. Hilton Head. That's a pretty place from what I understand. Trevor, I ended up putting a new starter in the Geo. There we go. Ollie and Brandon Gray. Hello. So anyway, yeah. Alright. Are we all familiar with JB Weld? I can, yeah, might as well do an example here, I guess. Let's, I need to clean up from the last one, though. Alright, hold on. He's all over the place. I'm actually going to use that. Alright. What I'm getting ready to show y'all is an unconventional way to use JB Weld. In that most people will squirt the stuff onto a paper plate or something and then mix it. So I've got an X-Acto knife. I've got a brand new package of JB Weld. The only problem is I think I bought it 3 years ago. So JB Weld is a 2-part epoxy, and let's see here. Okay, it's got a JB Weld quick setting steel reinforced epoxy. So anyway, on the original packaging, you know, it used to have a list of things you could do with it, and one of the things that really me and my friends used to joke about was the fact that it actually said on there somewhere that you could repair crankshafts, and we used to laugh about it. Repair a crankshaft with JB Weld. And the problem is I've done 2 with JB Weld. Yeah. And anyway, we're gonna need, as old as it is, we're gonna need the material in here a little bit. Okay. And we're going to get you a plain old plastic Ziploc bag. Okay. And you're going to turn one corner of said bag inside out. And then, okay, the tube is sealed at the factory, but there's a sharp point on the inside of the cap. Okay, so all you do, you unscrew the cap, you flip the cap over, and you push it in and give it a twist. And now it's open. Whoa! Yep, hold on. And it did that because I've been squeezing on the tube. So anyway, now you've got the corner of your bag inside out. You want to put you a bead of the black stuff on this side. Okay. And it's going to start dripping, so we're going to lay it down from that. And then here comes this stuff. All right. You're going to put a bead of the gray stuff on this side. Okay. So, and it's a two-part epoxy, which means half and half. Okay. And so now you take the bag and you turn it right side in again. And then you're going to take and just start kneading all that together. Just mix it up. Just rub it together in the bag. Okay, and you got about 5 or 6 minutes to work with this shit. Alright, and then you're going to take the bag and you're going to lay it out like on the edge of this table right here. And of course the neighbor will pull up just as I'm. There you go. And by pulling it across the edge of the table, it squeezes the material into the corner again. Okay. Now you got a nice little ball of your JB Weld right there. Okay, so we're gonna slide it along the edge of the table. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and twist it a little bit. Alright, see that? See that nice pretty point you got right there? Okay, now what you do is you get your X-Acto knife and you're going to cut just the slightest little bit off. And now you got that JB Weld coming out. And you've got a little precision application tool as well. So now we can take this stuff and put it right where we need it. I might even try filling up. No. Oh, we might do that later. Okay, so we're going to put that there. And we're going to take this and put it right there. And we want to see the JB Weld squeezing out. Okay, this is not super glue. It is not going to get hard instantaneously. Okay, but it does start holding. Okay, so now we need to read the instructions. Because once that starts and actually I might could just start doing it now with what I got here. Here. We're just going to go ahead and start drawing those beads I was talking about. Give it a little twister. and also this stuff starts to get warm, and it's starting to make some heat. So you want to be careful not to burn yourself, and I mean, it is warm. It's not hot, but I can feel the heat coming from it through the bag. Okay, now watch this. We're gonna just take this applicator right here and just draw us a bead right like that. And that's gonna add structure. Okay, we might as well go ahead and put some more in there. Oh, it is getting hot. It's making some heat now. And there it goes, it's getting hard. It's already cooked off. Yep, it's gotten firm. See, look, I can squeeze that. And it's, alright, so we're done with that one. Okay, so that's why I was going to read the instruction. How long does it take? But damn, it's going pretty quick. I probably should have cleaned these parts with brake clean too, now that I think about it. Whoops. So, but the problem that pretty much done with that bag. Well, although I got another corner here, so we'll use that corner. I think I'll leave my finger in it this time here. So we're gonna put a speed of this side. And then we'll put a speed of this stuff over here. Oh. Yeah, we should have needed this a little bit better. Okay, so now go ahead and turn that inside out again. Get that off our finger. Now the reason I'm blowing into the bag is just to get that corner to pop out. So that, see how that corner's popped out pretty now? Because that's what you're going to need eventually. Alright, so now at this point you're going to roll that stuff together. You just want to mix it, it's like an icing, like an icing bag for a cake. But you got to get all that, you got to get all this stuff mixed together. All right, and then once it's mixed pretty good, you got to get it back into the corner. So you're going to pull it along the edge of the table like that. And go ahead and knead it again, just come on. Come on. The idea is to get the material back in that corner so you can use that corner like your icing bag. Okay. And then you're going to cut the corner off just ever so, just that right there. Okay, now we can take it and we can draw us another bead. The idea is to build the material up. And try not to glue all the, try not to glue moving parts together. You're just trying to add support to your broken. So, okay. I think we're just going to let that set about like that for a little while. And I can see where I glued my parts together. I got an X-Acto knife. Get out of there. There we go. Go ahead and stick that back. This material, the original blend, they swore up and down you could repair engine blocks and crankshafts, and I did. I have repaired crankshafts with it. Alright, this dose isn't quite as hot as the last one, I don't think. So we'll probably have to let that, I'm going to say we need to let it set about 20 minutes. But, here, let's see if we can show you how can I put it? It lays down nice. Okay, what we just actually installed on. Yeah. So that's about it for right now. In brake, and then we've laid a bead across the brake. We've laid a bead in there this way, and actually that could use more right there, I think, because that's, let's see, just going to push down like that. Yep. Just a sec. Still kind of tacky. Yeah, let's read the instructions real quick. One sets in 6 minutes and is fully cured in 4 to 6 hours. I ain't waiting 4 to 6 hours. And what I will do is install it and just not try and use it till tomorrow. What do you do? Repairing broken parts in the Geo.
I hear ya.
Yeah. Hold on.
What's happening?
Batman! Batman, come here. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Say hi to everybody. He's got a different head on his shoulders when he's on the leash.
Done.
Michigan was 12 hours away. Let's see, qualified 30th, I think. Yeah. And then, rain delayed. like what, 3 hours, 2 hours, something like that.
I didn't
Some
watch
stupid number.
hardly any of it.
And then we were actually making positions, and then cleaned it and we hit some debris and cut a tire. And Matt managed to get it back without knocking the rear quarter off the car.
Oh, yeah.
But when they took the tire off, it come off, and the carcass was, when they took it off, it come off in 2 pieces, you know. And but the vibration from that, it knocked the damn crush out, knocked the damn, changed the shape on the quarter, and then it did something with the drive line too. It went out of the drive plate. Come here, come on, come here. Say hi. It's the Batman. How old is he now?
2.
He's 2?
Yeah.
He's not 2.
Maybe he was 2.
Come on, buddy. What are you doing?
Yeah. All right. Let's go get this little guy something to eat.
Alright.
Come on.
You might have found something right there.
French back.
Yeah. No, but this damn thing, I just JB welded this damn thing.
Oh,
Yeah, see this piece? See where the JB is?
Yeah.
That broke off.
Huh.
And so, here in a little while, I'm gonna put it back in and see if it works. Yeah.
Alrighty, man.
Alright.
You going anywhere this weekend? Chilling out.
Well, catch up around here. Finish half of the yard. All that crap.
Get any time off?
Yeah, a couple of days.
A couple of days.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, Batman, come on. Alright, bud.
Alright, be good.
We'll see you.
Yep. Alright, Mom says, hello, hello. I did a video on it. Oh yeah, yeah, Deb, yeah, that was actually one of my first. Yeah, it was. That was quite a while ago. Marcus Romer, hello. Trevor Houston, a welder, yes. It makes bright light. And you have to, it's not a mask so much as just the dark colored glasses. The light will burn your eyes. So you want to use that. Yeah. Okay, got good clear pick. Then JB Weld. Trevor, JB Weld is what's called a 2-part epoxy. It's a chemical weld. Brent Fletcher, hello. I'm a Heinz 57. Okay, Mom. Calico, yeah, that too. Yep, we made a pillow. There you go. Okay, Technique. JB Weld, yes. Blackened catfish. Oh, that sounds good. Alright. Ollie. Alright, 10-4. Turquoise. Yeah, we're sitting there waiting for paint to dry. Oh, Debbie, wow, that covalent bonds. Whoa, I haven't heard that since high school. Trevor, don't talk about that white crap. And yep, there was Batman. Okay, that was the neighbor. Yep, and Batman. Batman's his little. He went from a full-blooded German Shepherd and a golden. I think it was a golden retriever. When both of them passed away, I wasn't sure what he was going to do, and he come up with this damn Chihuahua. The little puppy is great. Deb, I started wearing suspenders because everybody was bitching about my ass hanging out, and belts don't work. They're not comfortable. I don't enjoy belts, so we went with suspenders. I've been wearing them about probably 3 or 4 years now. Yep, 10-4 on that, Deb. Me and Dwayne have probably been buddies for 10 years now. Essentially, he keeps me in beer and steak, and I keep everything around his house running. Oh, shirt and a lighter. Okay, yep. Yeah, almost. Dwayne there actually works for Hendricks Motorsports. He's a machinist. Galeth. That's an interesting name for a Chihuahua. Alright, Trevor, you have a good day too. Well, yep. That's it, Deb. It's kind of a, what do you call it? Symbiotic relationship, I guess. Let's see, I installed a pump in his well. I've replaced, well, it's mostly his plumbing, yeah, that, and assembled treadmills, and I've tuned his cars up. Yeah, he's a machinist. He's not a mechanic, and so anything mechanical, I usually take care of. Anyone been keeping track of how long this has been setting? Getting pretty hard. Although I can still dent it. Oh, wait a minute. Here. It's quiet. Now, yeah, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and bolt this back in. But I'm not going to use it. I'll put the door panel back on until tomorrow. Oh, you know what I could do though? I could hit it with a heat gun and speed it up a little bit. Yep. Alright. The proverbial heat gun. Okay. Most of y'all guys, well, we're just going to hit it with some warm here. Most people think these are hair dryers. Okay. But it's much more than a hair dryer. It's got a low setting and a high setting. Now, when people come up and call it a hair dryer, I take this out. And prove to them that it's not a hair dryer. Okay? And if you look in it, you can see the orange, the heating elements. It makes a lot more heat than a hair dryer. So anyway, we could very easily melt this part. So we're not going to get too close to it. But we are going to get it to the point where it's uncomfortable for my hand. Oh yeah, that's nice and hot. Alright, now that's hot, so we're going to put it somewhere. Let her cool down a little bit. Still did it with a nail. Of course, it might be soft because it's hot. Yeah. Of course, the whole thing's hot now, so you need to let that cool down a little bit. Oh, here. Oh. Well, I'm sorry to hear about the guy with the 4 children there, Mom. Yep, 10-4 on that, Deb. I use it for shrink wrap too. Starting cigarettes. The heat, let's see here. Instructions: dry, sets in 6 minutes, cures in 4 hours. If temperature is below 40 degrees, then set time is longer. For best results, use a detergent or degreaser to first clean the surface. See, I was in a rush to show y'all how to do that. Should have cleaned it with brake clean. Alright, no. Oh, wait a minute here. Okay. Has a 1-to-1 mixing ratio, sets in 6 minutes, fully cured in 4 to 6 hours, cures to a dark gray color, is rated at a tensile strength of 2,424 pounds per square inch, and will withstand temperatures up to 230 degrees. Okay, now, if I knew what this material was they made it out of, the original piece, I could probably determine how much heat I can put to it. But, so let's see, 2,424 pounds per square inch. Alright, so this is about a 1/2 inch by a 1/4 inch. So that's 1/8 of the area of a square inch. So 1/8 of 2,424 would be 303. So this repair, 300 pounds, it should be able to withstand once it sets up, which I would think would be more than sufficient, except for us not degreasing everything. Maybe we'll luck up and it'll be able to withstand 100 pounds. That's really about all it needs to do. Oh. Deb, it's very possible. Jackass and around, Mom? What are you, those shitty tree mechanics? Yep, yeah, there you go. Yep. Yep, 10-4. Oh, Goliath. Oh, Golith. Okay. All right. You're tight there, Devin. Goliath. I got you now. Goliath. What first scientist that discovered it welded together by accident? Yeah. There are laser pointers. Sean Gilkey. Hello. Yeah, Tim 4. Will light matches. Yep. Yep, you're absolutely right. There are laser beams that will cut flesh also. Um, Shady Tree. Gotcha. Pipsqueak. Yep, Tim 4 on the Pipsqueak there, Devin. Oh, well, Deb, I mean, where else is there to work on cars? Yeah. Where else is there? At the bare minimum, you need a concrete floor. After that, it's, if it rains, let's see. I've actually welded in the rain on lumber trucks. Maintained a fleet down there in Daytona for a while. And that was always interesting. The truck would be broke and it had a load on it and had to be somewhere and it was raining and I'd have to get up under there and stitch it back together. I'd draw in and go like that and I'd just, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've done a little bit. Yeah, 10-4 on the JWC there, Mom. Georgia Dog Brian, hello. I just assume working on old cars, anything else. Deb, I've seen the Jackass movies. As a matter of fact, Johnny Knoxville. I was last night. There's a show that I watched called The Hot Ones, and the old boy he's like a trained chef, but what he does is he has 10 hot wings. All right, he's got 10 hot wings. His guest has 10 hot wings, and they go from mildest to hottest on the Scoville scale. And each what he does is they each pick up a wing, they take a bite, and then after they've taken the bite, he asks a question, just as the heat, and his guest has to answer the question. Anyway, Johnny Knoxville was on there. I watched that yesterday during the rain delay. You need to look that up. The Hot Ones. Let's see. All right, 10-4 on that, Devin. Let's pray that happens. All right. Everybody, let's get to Aaron and Devin to building a race engine. Alright. Devin, are you familiar with the, is it the Oklahoma farm truck? Or is it the, yeah, I think it's the Oklahoma farm truck. Russ Ison, hello. Oh boy, with that farm truck, that is an incredible machine. No, it's just an old beat up farm truck, but it's got a 1500 horsepower engine in it. Yeah, that was a fun one. And it's insane how fast that truck is. Matthew Kinney, hello. Well, you know what I think I'm going to do? Here, hold on. Yeah, that don't look good right there. That didn't. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. That's peeling right off. See that? Alright. Yep. Okay. So, not a big deal. Peeled right off. Alright. So here's what we're going to do. The instructions say we should have sanded it while I've been sitting here talking. Yep, exactly. So what we'll do is we're going to get a couple of more Ziploc bags out. And we're going to get some sandpaper out. And we're going to get some brake cleaner out. Yep. And we're gonna do this per the instructions. When in doubt, read the instructions, right? Alright, so now the thing is where it was broke originally, it had some texture to it. But there it goes. Okay. Alright. We're going to have to get some of the caca out. Of course, we didn't let it set 6 hours either. So, actually, rather than sanding, I've got a wire brush. Here. Get all that out of the way. Get that. All right. You ladies might recognize this. I found one of these at Goodwill about 3 years ago. Totally convinced that they just didn't exist anymore. You can buy these at Walmart all day. Alright. It's all aluminum. It's got a nice tight fitting lid. And I got my sandpaper in there. Anyway, where I'm going with is they're stackable, and you can keep damn near anything in them. So let's see here. I think we'll 360. Here's a piece of 80. There we go. There's a piece of 80, and Wipe it all down with brake clean to begin with. Okay, we don't want to get too aggressive with the sandpaper though, because this thing, it actually fits together real good. And we don't want to, where all that stuff is lining up, we don't want to destroy that, because we want to try and maintain the original design geometry, no matter how half-assed it is. Unless you're building a race car, then you can just do whatever you want. But if you're trying to, generally the factory design geometry is what you want to stick with. Yeah. And so we're not going to concentrate on the actual brake so much with the sandpaper, but the places where we're putting the beads, the supporting beads, okay, see, alright, so you've got, you see that flat spot? That's the original molding. Everything around that is the broke part, okay? But if we put a bead like there, and anyway, yeah. Well, actually, we'll use the brush on the actual brake. That'll get down in there, but it won't chew it up like sandpaper will. And then where we're putting all this supporting stuff, okay, so like this flat area, we're going to bridge that crack. So we'll sand that. We'll sand that spot. Oh, Deb, you'd be interested. I found a damn, well, I think I mentioned I saw a turtle in the middle of the road last week on the way to the shop, and I couldn't stop because of the traffic. Okay, but that turtle was the size of the box that damn starter came in. My new starter came in. He was a big turtle, which was really surprising, you know, given that, you know, I never paid no attention to, but I guess, I mean, turtles must hibernate. I can't imagine how else the reptiles, I can't imagine how else they would survive up here with the snow and everything. But that was a big turtle. He was a big turtle. Okay, how are we going to do this? Let me look. Yep. Okay, so I got to get down in the shoulder here. Okay, and what we're doing is we're knocking the shiny off and roughing that surface up to give that JB Weld something to bite into. There, see, that used to be nice and shiny. Now it's got a rough texture to it. And give that JB Weld a little bit of traction. When in doubt, read the instructions. Okay, and then we'll also do this. Now, for y'all that are not familiar with brake cleaner, this is nasty. Do not get it in your eyes. You will think the world has come to an end. It will feel like an ice pick stuck right in your eye. Damn it, that's hot. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Alright, so get these out again. I just thought about something, and it might work, might not. Instead of turning the whole bag inside out, just try and work right inside the bag here for a minute. There. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so we're gonna put a speed that right there on my finger. It's covered with a bag. I'll put a bead of this right next to it. My finger is covered with a bag. Okay, and the idea is you use equal amounts. Alright. And see, the idea is to try not to get that stuff to touch the inside of the bag till you've got that corner back out. And that's why I blow on it, in it. Like that. And then we can just mix it right there in the corner. Ooh, yeah, I thought of something else. And instead of pulling it across the edge of the table, if you've got you a nice pencil, you could use it as a rolling pin. Alright, and I actually have this X-Acto knife that's got a nice round shaft on it, so we'll try this. This is a first. I'm doing it for the first time, and look at that. It's like a rolling pin. Okay, look at how much of it goes into the corner. Alright, that's awesome. I'm going to need a little bit more. Okay. Alright, so rather than the edge of the table, just take your pencil and roll it like a rolling pin. There you go. Okay, or your X-Acto knife. And but now this stuff's setting up, so we gotta get our corner cut off. All right, and then ooh, don't get too aggressive with it. Oh, yeah. All right, so we're gonna. All right. Get in there. There we go. There we go. Just like that. Oh, almost. Okay. Now, you observe that it gets hot. We can feel it. You know, we can use the stuff we didn't use to make observations about how it's, you know, if it's setting up. But yeah, I got a little aggressive on it, in that hole there. Oh. Oops, excuse me. All right. Yeah, it's a little bit of heat, but it's still soft. It's still, it just popped. Just got hot. the proverbial exothermic reaction. It's still flexible though, it's still squeezing out. It's getting firmer though. Okay. Alright. So we'll run that one away and start the next one. Okay, now. You hear that jet flying over, can't you? Okay. Excuse me. Alright. I'm gonna go with one more, and I think we'll just button everything up. We ain't even gonna bother installing this stuff tonight. And just let this stuff, it needs to set for a while. That's all there is to it. We're just rushing. Sometimes you can't rush. Of course, I could just go on eBay and order the damn thing. Wait a week. You want to just totally get into not rushing. Sorry about that. That's what I get for plugging in a heat gun and unplugging the phone. Excuse me. While I'm applying the JB Weld, add some shapes of structure to it. You know, gussets, filling in spots and such. And I think that one's going off. Maybe not. Get some more up in there. Got my finger all over it, all up in it. No. No. Glue itself. Okay. There you go. I still haven't gotten the cavity filled. I'm thinking it's going to rain again. The wind seems to be picking up pretty good. I'm almost tempted to make some more. Just because I didn't get that much right there. A lot of it drained down. Although that corner looks promising and the gusset looks good. I got 2 gussets up in there. Yep, alright. I got weather coming, guys. I'm going to have to clean up, put some of this stuff up. Oh, that's nice and... yeah, that's already... Most amazing thing, I had a piece of this one time. It was about the diameter of this cap right here. And I took a ball peen hammer. Convinced that I was going to shatter that. And it didn't even dent it. Yeah. But what we'll do is I'm going to clean up. I'm going to close the car up. And tomorrow, when this has had a chance to set overnight, we'll what was that? Oh, 97, Deb, I'm sorry to hear it. Russ has got some news computers. Yeah, Mom's got a point there. Just need to, yeah, I need to clean this mess up before it gets wet. Yeah, I unplugged the damn phone to plug the heat gun in. Somebody should have said something to me. Dag nabbit. No. Wow. We got debris. Okay, and this, damn it, that needs sand. There is a bug over here. I see these things pretty regular. Fall. Yeah. Anyway, the damn things are black. They're shaped just like a housefly, but they're the size of my thumb. Usually this brake clean will knock anything out of the sky. That's pretty tough. Okay. Let me think about this before I mess it. Okay. See, the thing is I got the door disassembled. I just want to make sure I'll be able to open and close it still. Still work. Mom, were you here when I showed everybody my new flashlight? Alright, here. See the wrench? Here. There. Alright, see the wrench? Alright, see the flashlight? Okay, so we drop the wrench down a hole. We turn the flashlight on and we go.
It's a cool flashlight. I like it. AutoZone, like less than $4. Yep. All right, so. Mom, do you ever look into Bob Ross at all? Whether or not y'all went to school together and such? That's not good. Oh. So, here, hold on. A little piece of PVC right there. It's got solar powered yard lights on it. You know, those little spotlights for your house. Those things will light up the entire yard at night. All you got to do is get them up off the ground, just like a street light. And for the $30, there you go. You hear it? Alright, 10-4. Is it possible he went to Seabreeze maybe too? Yeah, Deb. Yeah, Bob Ross, the painter. I just found out myself via YouTube that he was from Daytona Beach. Dana Marsh. Okay. Alright, so Russ Easton, Bob Ross was your idol? 10-4 on that. He can make some pretty stuff real quick, couldn't he? Alright, we're going to try something here. Let y'all see where all that noise is coming from. Although then I can't see what y'all are talking about. But the thunder is coming from that region over there. And here, let's see if we can improve the sky for you here. Maybe. There you go. There, you see them clouds just behind the tree there? There's got to be somewhere. I need a tripod for my phone. Yeah, 10-4 on that. It's a quiet little road. That's one of the reasons I like it. It's just, I mean, there's 2 major highways within 8 miles. You can't hear them. About the only thing you can hear are cars that drive right down and the airplanes that fly over. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute. No, I got nothing. I've got a small tripod, but it's actually designed for a camera. And there's no real way to... I have to fabricate something. There. I'm actually resting you on a pack of cigarettes right now, so you... Here. Check out the trees dancing over here. What's really amazing is that one right in the middle don't move. It barely moves. But everything right next to it is just flopping around. Yep. That's one of the reasons I like this place. Is spend the weekend at the damn racetrack. Loud noises. surrounded by people who are just stressing themselves and, you know, just yeah. I get here and it's quiet. Except for the damn whippoorwills. 2 o'clock in the morning. Don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful noise, but not at 2 o'clock in the morning. So we got the starter in, and now we got a pile of door parts. And while I'm in that mode, probably tomorrow evening we'll get this driver's side door back together, and the passenger side's got a minor issue that if this JB Weld seems like it'll work, we may pursue it with that. It's got a door handle issue of its own. Let's see, I'm trying to think of anything else I can tell you here. I want to say we got back to the shop about big old damsel fly sitting on the phone. I wish I could show you. Yeah, we got back to the shop probably about 9:30. Let's see, we stopped at that Tamarack in West Virginia. Curtis took over, and at some point he stopped and fueled the truck up, and at some point he used the bathroom for, must have been 45 minutes, I guess, I don't know. Anyway, we stopped and ate. He woke me up because he was hungry, and then brought it into the house, brought it to the barn. Unfortunately, well, but we did finish. Okay, and that's actually a big thing. You can be in one of them races where 20 cars fall out, and if you're, say 20, all right, so say everybody from 19th back falls out, and you get awarded 20th place. All right, but you weren't running. Okay, that's actually a big deal. So we finished poorly, but we were running, which is better than finishing poorly and not running. There's I wish I could elaborate, but the point system's never how can I put it? When they started messing with the point system, I lost all interest in the point system. The one that they had worked great for like 30 or 40 years. But anyway, I forgot I had this damn thing. If were y'all earlier, I was showing you when we were working on the and this is all backwards. You see the keen parts, but this right here is what's called a vernier caliper, and it's a fine measuring tool. Okay, it'll measure down to 1/1000th of 1 inch. But I just realized this thing I bought off of a Snap-on tool truck in 1987. No, 1988 or 89. And I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's almost like the day I bought it, except for me engraving my initials on the back. Ooh, look at that big old gust of wind from behind. Wow. See the trees dancing now. Yeah, 10-4 on 9 years old there, Russ. Wow. Hope y'all can hear that. I just love the sound of thunder. I dig lightning too. Yeah, it's obvious I got to do some more organizing. Because I can't, I'm looking for my mostest favoritist ratchet and can't find it. Is that such a word, mostest favoritist? Yeah. Excuse me. Again. Mostest favoritist. Alright. Put that up. Tell you what, guys, I think I'm going to go. Oh, damn it. Okay. We're going to go ahead and end this. Well, actually, where am I going? I'm running out of stuff to talk about. But if y'all want to sit and listen to the thunder, I'll leave the feed on. You can hear the wind and all that if you're into that. Need to wash my hands. Riders on the storm, into this world we're born. Like a dog lonely. Riders on the storm. Yeah. I'm thinking that stuff's coming this way. And them clouds are booking. Alright. Got one to the flash. Riders on the storm. The clouds are tumbling up there. Uh-oh. It's getting wet. I'm trying to.
lesson on the tin roof. There's the trees dancing again. Check them out. And they're getting on with it. just a reminder, we go to Sonoma. If I can get there in time, we're going to do the truck driving challenge. Haven't quite figured out where it's going to be yet, though. Wow, look at the trees. Just amazing to me. They can twist and bend and dance and then just instantaneously no motion. There'll be certain times when, you know, when the air is absolutely still, and every leaf on one tree will be sitting there trembling, and I almost just have to believe that tree is physically moving its own leaves, because every other tree around it won't be. Excuse me.
Sounds like the storm is moving off to the south. We're looking towards the east right now. Sunrise is right between them trees. Well, the moon will come up right between them trees. And by between, I know there's a lot of trees there, but the gap in the trees right there, that's almost due east. And we got the starter installed. And we initiated. Wow. That's a go. All right. I'm not one about product endorsements. I mean, you know, what can I tell you here? Hold on. But I want y'all, I'm bad about observing things. Okay? And I use the Rain-X, okay? This stuff right here. Washer fluid additive. Okay, the last time I actually rubbed Rain-X on a windshield was about 20 years ago. But I want you to look at this windshield. Okay, and notice the pattern of the you can see the pattern where the wiper blades have been wiping. Okay, all right, Deb, so you notice how it's beating, how all that rain is beating on that windshield? It's a good product. Rain-X is a good product. That's all, you know. I use it in the truck. Not quite so much as I do in my personal cars, but if I'm confronted with a shelf full of washer fluid and Rain-X is there, I will grab the Rain-X washer fluid. And anyway, it works. And that bottle of additive that I showed you is the only one I've ever encountered. But once Rain-X started making their own washer fluid, that's all I use now. Unless, you know, I keep that bottle of additive around in case I buy some and I don't, they don't have the Rain-X. But yeah, I'd have to wholeheartedly endorse that product there. So we got sirens. I'm hearing police. I'm hearing fire. I'm thinking probably an accident on the interstate. When it does get quiet, I mean, it is quiet, but when it is real quiet, a single truck going down the interstate, you can actually hear his tires groaning on the asphalt. It actually sounds like they're moving towards the north, which would be away from the interstate. So maybe somebody got a lightning strike in town or something. Little boys are driving a fair distance though. Still hear that siren. Here. Are y'all even here? Here. Damn it. 13 of you. Wow. Oh. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, Matthew. Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain, telling me just what a fool I've been. I wish that I could go da 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 da. I forgot the lyrics. Na 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 na. Yeah, that's a good song. That is a real good song. Wood-backed metal. Deb? Excuse me. It's called a tin roof.
And Smokey Bear just got home. James Rowell. Actually, we've been sitting here and enjoying the weather. Been working on the Geo, doing some stuff, and it's my day off, and I've been enjoying the thunder and lightning. And do you see Smokey Bear? Let's see. Hold on. I can see now at AutoZone Ron's. Do you have one of these flashlights? Yeah, 10-4. Smokey Bear, do you see Matt D having a good future in NASCAR? Absolutely. Yeah, Matt D's got a great future, I think. How can I put it? He's respectful. To and he appreciates, hard work, and he works hard himself. And I think he's got a great future. Matthew, how many Geos could you get in a hauler? Okay, it depends on the hauler there, buddy. Our race hauler, if it was configured properly, you probably could get 3 up in there. Because it is a small car. It only weighs 1,600 pounds, and our race cars weigh 4, I think. So, well, 2 of those right there is one of our race cars. So weight-wise, you could get 4 in there, but volume-wise, only about 3. Okay, Deb. About the flashlight, I already pulled the label off of it. I probably should have done some kind of a video about it, but Smokey Bear, yeah, he's well. I'm going to tell you right now, if his ratio of getting in a car and bringing it back unscathed is very high. Okay, and that is greatly appreciated by the folks that own the cars. How can I put it? Of course, now he takes care of the equipment because he respects the folks that builds them, and he's a good kid, and that's without getting too deep and elaborating. I think he's got a bright future. All right. Fit there or all intact? I'm not understanding that quite, Debbie. Smokey Bear, I ran into Joey at Pocono and actually hung out with Joey's dad for a while. While we were waiting to park, Curtis was getting hungry, and Joey's dad come and got us and fed us. Joey's dad is a great guy. Oh, Deb, I think you could get them in there intact. It'd be tight. They might be butted up against each other, but I think you can fit them all in there. James, it was about 9:30 local,
It might have been a little later. It might have been a little earlier. I wasn't really in a condition to be looking at the clock. Curtis pulled up to the shop, pulled the brakes, and I got behind the wheel and parked the truck. Alright, 10-4 on calming Snoopy down. And I think the rain has subsided. And notice, and like I said, sometimes you can come out here and the air is absolutely still. Stephen Eaton, hello. And you can still, absolutely still air. In certain trees, every leaf will be trembling. Cup cars are off. I think the Xfinity guys are at Iowa. Been on the Geo and listening to Thunder. That's about it. Smokey Bear, yeah, I've been driving the Chevy. The Chevy gets pretty regular service. It's actually since the Geo's been down, that's been the primary. It's only got 400 here. Tell you what, I've been wanting to do this. Here, let's do this real quick. Wait a minute, let me look at something. Well, I can't tell. Here, let me show you something about this old Chevy here. Okay, first of all right, you see the antique decal on the right there? Oh no. Okay, but the odometer here. No, that's here. Damn it. I can't get a good angle on that. It's 443,000. And wait a minute. Turn the lights off. Okay. Let me find the key. Let me find the key. Here's the key. Look at this. Look at these beat up keys. Look at, where is it? There. That's the ignition key. But, okay, you ever seen one of these? Okay, and that's a fairly cold start. An absolutely rock steady vacuum. The gauge has got 200,000 miles on it now. That bolt look at the exhaust manifold. The engine has never been into.
Yeah, the Chevy's doing good. Chevy always does good, except for the occasional starter. And that is why we get the lifetime warranty. Damn, I left the window down. Alright. But, and then I've also got, I installed these little lights here just in case I ever have to work on it on the side of the road at night or something, but that's never happened. And, although I did have a cooling fitting break one time, but that was in daylight, so. But it gets gallon sometimes, which is pretty good for something that's got 440,000 miles on it. Oh, here. James Roll, that's what we got, a 91 with a 350. It's just a awesome. Yeah, the window was down in the rain, Debbie. Todd Bradshaw, hello. Debbie, thanks for the heads up on the big storm. Alright, and there's, drive the Chevy much, alright. The moon, those are hubcaps. They're just, I bought them at the Turkey Rod Run, years ago now. And I just like the simple design of them. Oh, mom's 50, dad's 54. Crown, yeah, yep. We could throw some NASCAR at him, Mom. Dad actually raced that car. Was on the pit road at Daytona back in the day. Yep, like a rock. Smokey, my take on Ford. I'm going to be honest with you. Anymore today, automobiles are refrigerators with wheels. As far, they're appliances anymore. People don't get excited about them like they used to. But yeah, if you could present 1978, I could get excited. Back in the day, their body styles, everybody's hello. Alright, looks like Devin's going to do a stream about the time I lay down here. Yeah, tinfoil on hub and then dust caps and lug nuts, yep. Yep, Mom's got a VW Passat now, and she seems to like it. Matthew Kinney, hello again. Yep, to inform that, Deb, it's just another thing to pay a bill on. That's, it used to be, oh man, I'm going to go get me a GTO. Oh, I'm going to go, dang. And anymore, it's just color oil change. Eesh. Smokey Bear, that Tundra's made in Kentucky or something like that, ain't it? How can you hate that? Matthew Kinney. Hat need. Yeah. Oh, here, wait a minute. Well, there you go, Smokey. Well, like I said, you know, the how can I put it? They've all, you know, Toyota, Ford, Chevy. They're all just refrigerators on wheels anymore. I mean, well, save for the Dodges now. The damn Mopars, there's still some hot rodders working in that place. Um, I'm gonna put it, if you want a mean ass Mustang, you're gonna end up buying something from Jack Roush. And Chevy don't, you know, save for the crate motors, you know, GM does builds some amazing crate motors. Um, are 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 building some amazing pieces of equipment. You know, 700 horsepower sitting on the showroom floor. Okay, and it's not some foreign damn Dodge. That's kind of impressive. All right, tell you what, I think I want to go inside and lay down. And as soon as I go out these doors and turn right towards the house, y'all are just gonna be gone. So let's thank y'all for hanging out. Um, and yeah, and I'm really, it's not about me, it's about y'all. I was getting ready to start her on the Geo, and I realized that y'all had been there for the disassembly of the old one, and I just figured y'all be interested in that. And it's thank y'all for hanging out. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. And Mom, thank you. And Robert, thank you. And we're going to go inside and lay down. Christopher Fambro. That's one I haven't seen in a while. Where you been, buddy? Oh, Hatney, Matthew Kinney. All right, Matthew, let me ask you this. Jerry, that drives a 21. That's the only way I can figure to make sure it happens. Oh, Tim Ford. Yeah. Oh, all right. Now, guys, Christopher Fambro, you drive a Penske hauler, don't you? And your guy won the 500. That is awesome. That is incredible. That is, I've done this for almost 20 years now, and I've got one chair. A Consi race at a K&N deal, California. Oh yeah, 10-4 on a willpower. Very good. Dream come true. That is awesome. Where you at now, Christopher? You back? Well, let's see. That you got to be back home. Yeah. All right. I just seen it burp on you all. I'm for on a race in Texas and gonna next week. Christopher, have you Christopher, do you have your own channel at all? Do you upload it all? All right, 10-4 on that, Chris. I'm going and you know whatever. One of the reasons I do these live feeds is because they're not as labor intensive. You don't have to edit. You don't have to uh, just have at it. And I'm not saying you should, but you know, try it and see. It'd be interesting to see what the other side of the fence is like there. Yeah, 10-4 on that, Chris. It might be cool. And personally, I'll leave the phone while I'm working at during the race, simply because be my luck it'd fall out of my pocket and I'd step on it or something. I'm just trying to take care of it, but yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, that, and I try not to step on NASCAR's toes. You know, I have a feeling after a while they probably got somebody could uh, have it. But yeah, 10-4 on that. I need to, let's see, what's it going to take to sub on Christopher here? Tell you what, I'll probably it won't let me sub. So once this video is complete, I'll go in and probably sub from there. Although probably, yes, exactly, James. Yeah. Yeah, 10-4 on that, Chris. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you know, I do the parking deal and everything, and I'll take some pictures every once in a while, but during the race, I leave the phone in the truck because I'm really worried about breaking it and not being able to share. So, all right, well, anyway, I was signing out and take care of it now. Chris, it was good to see you again, buddy. Everybody, thank you for hanging out for what little bit I was able to share. And please be good to each other and be blessed. And hope you have a better tomorrow. All right, everybody, be good. In 3, 2, 1.